Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 2nd to the 8th. This is for Gemini and Gemini Rising and Gemini Moon. And we're going to jump right into it, Gemini. What a big week. We are kicking it off with a new moon in Virgo. But I want to remind you that the day before, on September 1st, okay, Uranus, Uranus and Pluto went retrograde, and remember, those are the bookends. So you may feel them really strong. You could be already going through some radical changes because of Uranus, which is radical, which is breakthroughs, and creating these new systems and structures for yourself with Pluto going back into Capricorn, your 8th house. So there could be some big emphasis on finances, love, relationships as well. Finances may be a thing with Mars moving into Cancer for you. And I'll talk about that in a second. The other thing I want you to remember is that Venus is in Libra all week still. And that's really nice. Libra rules your 5th house of love and relationships, creativity, self-expression, procreation, recreation, children. So really nice energy there. Venus being in its domicile. You could also be being very social around this time. And last but not least, no, actually the least, Mercury's no longer retrograde. So your ruling planet is no longer retrograde. So that's it. It's still in the shadow period, but still, it's no longer retrograde, which is great. Now, September 2nd, we kick it off Monday, this new moon in Virgo. This is happening late, around 10 p.m. my time. That's Eastern Standard Time, so could be September 3rd, depending on where you live. Just adjust it to your time zone. Now, it is happening at 11 degrees. 11 degrees is actually linked to Aquarius, so you could be already going through some major breakthrough because of Uranus, which is your Aquarius's ruling planet, that just went retrograde literally the day before. So it's lumped together with this new moon. But Uranus is trining Pluto. I mean, that's empowerment. That's breakthrough. This is really big. So really, really nice energy that you may be feeling from the get-go. Now, this, again, is happening September 2nd. That's 9-2, okay? 9 plus 2 equals 11. Remember, this is happening at 11 degrees. And 1 plus 1 equals 2. So, in terms of numerology, this is kind of interesting, and I'm fascinated with it. All right. 11, by the way, is a master number, but I'm going with 2. And the reason I'm going with 2 is because the new moon is happening on the 2nd, and 2 is linked to the moon. Okay. In astrology, just know that, 11 is just a higher vibration of 2, and it is all about intuition. It's all about empathy and sensitivity, creativity. I really like it. 2 is a very feminine number, and so is Virgo. Virgo is a very feminine sign. The moon is very feminine, and so even the etymological root of Virgo, right, is the virgin or the maiden. And so it is this feminine energy, and it's all about purity, okay, especially of self and taking care of yourself. That's going to be a big theme with this new moon in Virgo. Now, this new moon in Virgo actually could be, it could feel like a lifeline after the feeling stuck energy of August. But this new moon Virgo is happening in your 4th house. You're going to have, and remember, we are in Virgo season too. So you're going to have a lot of focus on family, on your children, on a significant other, on real estate, on home, the foundations of your life. This new moon is all about, think about it like a new harvest. Speaking of Virgo, right? Harvest season. But there's a new story brewing for you around this time. One that could be actually like a very new thread, especially because Virgo rules routines and the day-to-day. So there is something here where you could be settling into something very new for yourself with this new moon. It's also, Virgo, it's just all about health and healing and habits as well. Remember I said routines. These could be big themes for you now, all about decluttering and streamlining, especially of the mind as well. Remember, you share Mercury with Virgo, so Mercury is the ruling planet for Virgo. So even processing things as well, being very attentive, detail oriented around this time. Research and details are huge Virgo traits, by the way. So it really is a time where health will be a big focus, and especially when it comes to home matters and things around the home, but your place in your home, you could be asking really big questions around this time around health. Is, valerian root really good for me? Should I drink tea instead of coffee? Is ice water great for my dog? Because the sixth house Virgo also rules pets, so there could be some activity around pets around this time as well. But anyway, there is a sense of health, fitness, wellness that are going to be big themes for you around this time of the new moon, where you're going to feel the energies for the next few weeks, especially throughout Virgo season as well. You could be making really big commitments around this time in that area of your life, as well as in maybe you decide to try yoga for the first time, or you could go out and buy a Peloton if those are still cool things to do. I don't even know. I remember the last Virgo season, I cut processed sugar from my diet. And so again, things that are just helping you, okay? Things that make you feel good. Now, because it's a new moon in Virgo also representing work, as in like your duty and responsibilities, you could be settling into new roles. There could be something here for you. There could be something here, and it can be something of the home too. Don't forget that. It could be something working from home related. It could be you settling into a role where you're this, authority figure, this, in terms of home, family as well. But it is definitely this new rhythm. It's like being an intern on the first day, kind of like this enthusiasm around it. Virgo is all about striving for perfection, but in a fun way, with Mercury being in Leo at this time. But anyway, it is like maybe just being very detailed, very attentive to things. This is your day to day. They're taking things, step by step, moving along your path, just really harnessing that Virgo energy. Remember, striving for perfection. You're an intern on your first day, and one day you're going to move on to become, the CEO of Home Goods, whatever you want. You're starting something new. All right. But again, for a lot of Geminis, especially if you're Gemini rising, okay, but every Gemini is going to feel this home related. Just think the foundations of your life. Even something with parents here could be, there could be this something new with parents. All right. I'm a Gemini rising, by the way. So I get this home energy that's about to, I've been feeling it throughout Virgo season. Anyway, Virgo is also service to others. So really big energy if you work in hospitality, but even if you don't, it's helping others. It's kind of like this big people person energy in terms of going out of your way to support others, especially regarding home and family, being very emotionally driven, intuitively driven, but support and help and service to others could be a big theme around this new moon and throughout Virgo season. My moon is in Virgo. I natally have, I have my moon in Virgo. So I like helping others. I like supporting others. So you will naturally just feel it. So set intentions. It's a new moon. You definitely want to set intentions. But the one thing that I mentioned in your monthly forecast is that Saturn will be opposite this new moon and the sun as well. It just means that the path that you're on may appear to get a little bit steeper. There might be like a mosquito or two, but you've already been working with Saturn's energies. You got a sunset to catch on the top of the hill. You're just going to get up there. You're going to get up there. Now, with the fact that Saturn is in your 10th house, Saturn is in Pisces. And remember what I said, by the way, this new moon in Virgo corresponds to the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, March 2025. We have a lunar eclipse in Pisces this month as well. We have a new moon in Virgo. Everything's flipping to the Pisces Virgo axis for 2025. So whatever happens around this new moon, And even with the eclipse that's coming up in 2 weeks, really going to give you a glimpse of where you're going to be at in 2025. So when I say take action, oh, you better believe it. You create your reality. I really want you to take action around this time. But again, with Saturn being opposite here, just know Saturn in Pisces is your 10th house, so career. So there could be something with career that's happening. You're having shifts in career. You may feel that you may even be questioning where your role. It's it happens. But remember, Saturn rewards you. So if you feel that you're right on the right path, and even feeling that squeeze from Saturn, just hang in there. Remember, Saturn's the fun police, but Saturn is also karma. Remember, I said Saturn rewards you. Saturn rewards you in the end. And we'll talk more about that because you see that we're going to have the sun opposite Saturn as well. Anyway, Saturn's going to be opposite here. You're going to feel it around this new moon. All right. So there could be something with career. There could be some, pressure in career that's taking you away from the home environment. There could be something there that, maybe your boss is asking you to work double shifts or, take over the company while they go to Tahiti, whatever it is. There's something here where you're feeling a little bit of squeeze when you want to put this attention on home. Just work with those energies. Now, on this new moon, remember that Mars is squaring Neptune as well. Neptune being retrograde at 29 degrees. All this mutable energy. Remember, Mars is in your sign, by the way. So Neptune is in Pisces with Saturn. Okay. Your 10th house of career. So this is a day when you're setting intentions. Continue to know your reality. Ask yourself, the intentions that I'm setting around this time, is it exactly what I want? Is this the reality I want for myself? Am I being honest with myself? Because Neptune does bring that fog, that illusion, delusion, confusion, escapism. So you really, really want to work with these energies. Just know, just as long as you're honest with yourself, you're going to be fine. And that's all it is. Be your authentic self. All right. And it may have something to do with career and how career impacts your home life in some capacity. Now, on September 4th, Wednesday, Mars moves into Cancer. So this is what I was talking about, finances. Mars is moving into Cancer, not all of September, but all of September and October. 2 months. 2 months. So Mars is leaving your sign, Gemini, moving into Cancer. So first things first, I want you to pay attention to what happens here in these 2 months, because Mars will then go retrograde in Cancer, okay, in January 2025. So you're coming back to something around this time. And this is that very unusual period in which I talked about it in, I think, my live stream, the September overview. Mars is in Cancer and Leo for 8 months. Whoa, because of the retrograde. So up until, what is that, April, May? I mean, it's just insane. It's insane. But anyway, Mars in Cancer, that's your second house. So a lot of attention and focus on money, a lot of finances. This is your second house, income. Remember, you've got stuff happening with your 10th house, career. And, we have careers to make money. So just pay attention what happens for the next 2 months. Mars in Cancer. Mars doesn't do well in Cancer. So it's in its fall. It's not a terrible thing. It's just saying that emotions can be heightened around this time. All right. Because the other thing is, by the way, your second house, that's also self-worth. It's self-value. It's the things that you value. You may even have these moments where you're saying, I bring so much value to this. I should be getting paid more. I'm worth more than this. Those are big themes that could come up for the next 2 months with Mars in Cancer. But just remember what I said with Mars in Cancer. I said this in your monthly forecast. Heightened emotions, okay? People can be extra sensitive with Mars in Cancer. You could be extra sensitive regarding finances. There could be something here. And again, if it's not finances, it's self-worth. It's self-worth. So don't be hard on yourself. All right. Mars in Cancer is very touchy-feely. And again, this is here for 2 months. 2 months. But I have Mars in Cancer in my, birth chart, my natal chart. I've obviously worked with this since the day I was born. I get it. And Mars in Cancer, there are benefits to it. There's, having a big focus on security, really prioritizing security, as well as family, your loved ones, prioritizing that. All right. And feeling things through. So just know, again, this is your second house. And like I said in your monthly forecast, it is just working, making sure you have emotionally controlled actions with whatever you do. But this is going to be a lot of energy. Remember, Mars is all about action. Okay. So you're still having action in finances, career. And there could just be some really big moments that, with the fact that Pluto is retrograde back into Capricorn in your 8th house, which is another financial house, where you may just have a lot of attention and emphasis on finances. That's all it is. Okay. Now, so make that crab happy. Cancer's the crab. I talked about this. Cancer's got the pinchers. All right. The little pinchers. So when I say people can be a little heightened emotions and whatnot, like those pinchers can come out. All right. So you want to make the crab very happy. How do you make a crab happy? Go swimming. All right. Some crabs like to swim. Remember, I said there's a lot of focus on health, fitness, wellness, and spend time in, sunlight. Some crabs need 8 to 9 hours of light a day. Go out there in nature. Take your family, whoever it is, out there in nature. Have fun in nature. Have good food. Crabs love good food. All right. They love good food. So set up some great family dinners. Set up, some, even just, if you want, like whatever is going to make you feel really good about yourself, because again, this is your second house of self-worth, self-value as well. So do it. Have, the second house rules food, by the way. So there could be actually big attention around food for you for the next 2 months. FYI. So go ahead, take your loved ones, your children, your family, your friends, whoever it is, to Bennigan's or wherever. I don't know. I don't know. Do those still exist? By the way, I don't know where that came from. And that's the other thing. Crabs love humor. They love to laugh. So have some laughing moments. Okay, really, really, tell some funny fish jokes, whatever it is. Just get that energy high around this time. Now, Mercury is going to square Uranus on the 6th. This is going to be very interesting. For y'all, we've had a couple Mercury Uranus squares, and it's unexpected news. It's surprising news, but it may be, with Mercury being in Leo, that's your 3rd house, and Uranus and Taurus in your 12th house. There really could be something here where, sure, you could get some news. It could be you giving news around this time. We're just like, y'all, you won't believe this. But you're really looking at Uranus here in your 12th house, and that is everything beyond the physical plane. It could just be you having this breakthrough, especially of the subconscious, which is the 12th house. There's something here where you could be processing something to have this breakthrough for your future. Now, lastly, the sun will be opposite Saturn. I talked about this. Got to be opposite the new moon as well. Sun in Virgo, Saturn in Pisces. Remember the Pisces Virgo axis. We're shifting to pay attention to what happens this week. Pay attention to what happens this month. The Sun in Virgo, Saturn in Pisces. Mutable energy, by the way. So you're a mutable sign. Things are changing. Things are changing. This is a day where I just don't want you to be harsh on yourself or self-critical. That's what Sun opposite Saturn can do. Remember to be responsive, not reactive. Again, Mars is in Cancer at this time. You're just adapting to some change around this time. You could be slowly recognizing the path that you want to be on, the lane that you want to be on, the one that you're on. You could be, having that moment of clarity of this is the right path, or maybe I want a different path. I mean, just focus on your spiritual growth as well. Okay. Remember what I said, Saturn rewards you. And at the end of the month, Mars will trine Saturn. Mars will trine Saturn. And then the week after, Venus will trine Saturn, 2 very auspicious aspects. So, hey, Saturn's going to reward you. All right. Saturn is karma. So let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for September 2nd to the 8th for Gemini and Gemini rising and Gemini moon. And if you want to read for any other placements in your chart, You are absolutely welcome to Gemini. Okay, let's see what's going on for you. Gemini, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I do a traditional called a cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, Gemini, you know that we will. Secondly, y'all are amazing. Thanks, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all look great today. Gemini, you always look. You're Geminis. Y'all are very special. Let's see. Let's get to it. Oh. Wow, this is definitely going to be a week. All right. I'm going to clarify some things here. But it seems like there is going to be a new path opening up for you, especially with this new moon in Virgo. I would really pay attention to September 1st and September 2nd, September 3rd, depending on where you live, because Uranus looks like Uranus going retrograde. New moon in Virgo at 11 degrees, Aquarius degree, Uranus being the ruling planet for Aquarius, could be a big thing for you. All right, so let's get started. You're going to be good, but let's do this. You got Temperance. Very interesting that you started off with Temperance. There is this flow that's happening, and it seems like you're aware of it. I feel like some of y'all may be in this big place of change. Things are shifting for you. You're aware of it. A lot of y'all are moving into a place where you're getting into a spot where you've got that inner peace, that mind, body, spirit. It's all aligned. Okay. Even feeling a lot more intuitive, could be, and that's going to feel really nice for you as well. And harness that energy. All right. Harness that energy. Some of y'all may be even thinking about, what is possible for you and what is real for you. Remember that Mars squaring Neptune energy could be really significant. And so merge the two together and remember this card's all about moderation. It's patience, okay? Understanding that patience. So a lot of y'all may be patient as you move forward, knowing that the things that you want are going to come, okay? You got an archangel here, a really great archangel, and it can have to do with partnerships and relationships. It can be career related. It can be love, romance as well. Temperance is associated with Sagittarius. Sagittarius does rule your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And then with Venus being in Libra as well, which is all about partnerships and relationships. So there's that energy there that will resonate for a lot of Geminis. Now, you got the Tower in the heart of your spread. Gemini, I don't know the last time you got the Tower in the heart of your spread, but there you go. This is a card where, something surprising, unexpected comes out of nowhere. And it's just like, what just happened? All right. But I don't want you to fear the Tower card. A lot of people see this card and there's like, oh my gosh. First, never fear the Tower card, because if you fear the Tower card, you're already creating this low frequency energy for yourself. All right. So never fear it. Secondly, the Tower moment, it happens for you, not to you. A lot of people get that confused. Okay. And so, yes, there is this, you see the lightning bolt, right? Hitting the crown off the tower, the people falling out. They're gonna get on their feet, but it just seems like there's something that you are, and that's gonna, for you to move forward. Remember, I said Pluto going retrograde back into Capricorn, all about structures, all about systems. And then you've got Uranus going retrograde as well. Okay. And so the Uranus lightning. Anyway, so that's why I say pay attention to the September 1st, 2nd, 3rd. There could be something that you just don't see coming. Okay. But again, it's clearing this path forward for you. What comes after the Tower? The Star, the card attributed to Aquarius, that radical change that's happening for you. That this is a card where it's like a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, whatever happens that you didn't see coming, that you may have been like blindsided by, in the moment, you could have been like, oh, but later on, you realize it's actually the best thing that happened for you, the Tower moment. Okay. So keep that in mind. That may be something that really affects your self-worth, self-value, even finances with the 7 of Pentacles in your challenge area. Remember, Mars is moving into Cancer for you, and that represents your 2nd house. the Tower is attributed to Mars. All right. So there could be a big shakeup here. But again, it's happening in your favor. I'll even clarify that one for you. You've got the Nine of Swords. So yeah, that you're going to feel a little like in your head. And then you're going to have that moment of peace and that stillness of mind, meditating, knowing that there's all this love around you, and you're restoring your energies at this time. And then you've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so you've got to know what you want. That's possibly why you got the Tower card, is because maybe that Neptune fog is really thick and you've got to cut through that fog. You see here the Seven Cups in this kind of like dreamy way, right? You even see that his back turned, facing the cups. Anyway, it's just saying that you've really got to know what you want. The things, like I said, whatever you're manifesting, ask yourself, are you being honest with yourself? Is that what you are sure that you want to manifest? Because if it's not, then you may not be happy with the outcome. All right. So you've got to be your authentic self and know your truths moving forward. All right. Now, the reason why that's very interesting. You got Nine of Swords too, because that card is actually attributed to Mars and Gemini. And then you've got this Libra card, and then this Scorpio card, 6th house. Remember, you've got this new moon in Virgo, rules the 6th house. Libra, remember I talked about that. It's going to be, it could be something with relationships here, or even like creativity, but it's definitely going to be something where you may be overthinking, overanalyzing that it happened, but you're going to get to a point where you're just like, and I want you to get to that point, but you've got to know what you want. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles here, yes, there you go. There's that, am I investing all my time, energy, blood, sweat, tears, heart, soul into something that is not satisfying for me? That is what it's saying. And if you continue down that path, like on what is it? Like autopilot, then you're not, you're like awake. You're not aware. You've got to do what's true to you. All right. What's true to you. And then you have the Two of Pentacles in your crown. So yes, remember I said there's going to be some finances that's going to be on your mind. Things. Some of y'all could just really be in a place where you're overdoing things this week. All right. And I don't want you to do it in a way to distract yourself. There's a little bit of distraction energy here. You did get the Chariot and the root of your spread. It's just like, boom, just continue forward. Remember what I said, self-worth, self-value. The Chariot, this is all about willpower. This is all about finding that willpower, that determination, that courage to move forward and continue to move forward. No looking back. You've got dualities happening in your life. Yeah, absolutely. You got the Two of Pentacles in your crown. You got the two Sphinxes here in the root of your spread. All right. So it doesn't even matter. This is saying like, it didn't even matter. It does not matter which direction it goes because you're in charge. Remember, you said you control your reality the way that he is. It's all about your mindset. It's all about your willpower. In fact, you can see the Sphinxes, which are very mysterious, by the way. All right. Going opposite directions. It does not matter because he's controlling them. And how is he controlling them if he doesn't have the reins? Up here, you see he's got the Magician's baton in his hand as well. So, and then you got the Page of Swords. So message coming through, big message coming through. Even you, in this new mindset, like, yes, I'm ready to I got this enthusiasm to move forward, especially the way that I'm thinking about something, processing something. But there's this new energy. Pages are the messengers. Swords are the mental suit. So intellect, logic, but also communication. So yes, absolutely. Could you get a message come through? 100%. But yeah, there's definitely, and by the way, the Chariot is attributed to Cancer. And so remember what I said, Mars and Cancer could be a thing for you, moving into your second house of finances, but also self-worth, self-value, that willpower. Find that within you to move forward. Interestingly, this is a Capricorn card, Two of Pentacles. Remember what I said, Pluto retrograding back in Capricorn, your 8th house, finances. But again, there could be like love and relationships here as well, okay? Because Cancer is all about
like family, loved ones. But then you've got this new moon in Virgo. We're also in Virgo season, overlapping. That's your fourth house, home and children, family, and loved ones as well. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Gemini. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what your path forward is. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, you know what it is. So this makes a lot more sense. I'm gonna do more clarifiers for you, Gemini, because you know I love y'all. I'll do one for your future here. Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You're gonna be absolutely fine. This is just saying, yes, there is something. There's this new path. You really got to know what you want. You really got to know what you want, though. That's the thing. You may be a little like, okay, I had this tower moment, and now I just have no idea, but I'm gonna really go within. But know what you want. 7 really is desire. Let me just do one more page. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, you're gonna have a tower moment, but it's all leading to the path that, I mean, speaking of money, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so new path forward. The Hand of Spirit offering you the biggest pentacle in the deck. So when we're talking about finances, as I mentioned, seems like something is going to end that you're going to see as like, oh no, but it's actually the best thing for you because you got this new path opening up for you, leading into the richest queen in the deck. I mean, this is insane. This is huge. This is really big. And you know it, all right? You know it. Ace of Pentacles, new path, especially there could be a new job, new income stream, something that's just really great. There's, again, a new path with this new moon, new cycle, new beginning. And then Queen of Pentacles, clarifying the Page of Swords. So you really enthusiastic about something that's getting you really excited, that's going to bring you all this wealth and really nice. Now you also got the Six of Wands. This is really great. It's just showing that there is that sense of, like I said earlier, that self-worth, that self-value. And with that, also with everything that's happening this week, being recognized and making these achievements. And that's something that you may be really, really wanting with all this career energy too, as well. This is someone who is being recognized, who's getting visibility, being seen, being heard. This is really great. Okay, with the Six of Wands. So continue going down that path. Listen, you got the devil. Okay, you got the devil in your external factors area. So you see that there's something here that you may be holding on to that you're not meant to hold on to. The devil represents vices, addictions, obsessions, codependency, bad behaviors, as well as, pessimistic thinking. Did I say that already? So right here, okay? So there's something that's got to go. And it seems like it may be hard because these two people, by the way, that are chained to the devil are from the Lover's card, which is your card. All right. So, but again, it can be in a work environment as well. It can be the fact that, maybe you recognize that you have a toxic boss or toxic colleague that you just, you don't look forward going into work because of that person. But you just do it. You just do it. And it just doesn't make you feel good, but you still do it. And that's what I'm saying is like, you've got, that may be the thing. It's like, maybe there's like layoffs and you're just like, oh my gosh, but look at this new path opening up for you. But now the devil, let it go, recognize what's holding you back, right? Those chains are loose. They can break free from this energy. Okay. Again, something with finances, it could be a relationship. Okay. Something, even some secrets could come out. And I say that because the devil is, attributed to Capricorn, with Pluto moving back into Capricorn. That's going to be a big thing for y'all for starting on September 1st. But you've got to recognize what it is that you've got to let go. Now, what did I say? Comes after the Tower. You just got the Star. All right. So it's in a place where it's almost like that is your goal, your vision, is everything just working out for me. There's so much healing with the Star. There's so much wisdom here. Faith, having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe. Okay. Trust in the universe. All right. Everything working out
the way that it's supposed to, the way that it's supposed to. All right. And then there is almost like the sense of your role that you play where other people can be inspired, or how you see yourself in, the bigger picture is coming through for me. But anyway, this is really great. Just continue down this path, even if there is something that happens that you see unfavorably in the moment. That, speaking of lifeline, that is the universe saying, okay, we took you out of that situation. We're making things better. And then you have the Hanged Man in your final outcome. All right. The Hanged Man. This is, new perspective. This is having that surrender, which is really great. All right. So that potential to recognize what is holding you back. You've got it. You've got it right here. All right. So be willing to even make some sacrifices and really going deep and recognizing, what is it that I was holding on to that made me overanalyze things, or think that like, oh my gosh, that was actually the best thing for me. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So keep that in mind. Some of y'all, well, let me do one more clarifier. Oh my gosh, I know I'm going way over here. You have the Hangman, you have the 5, of Wands, and then you have the Death card. So yeah, you're definitely going through some really big change here. Really big change. Don't get in your head about it. All right. Do not get in your head about any of this. You're going to be overthinking things, over processing things here with the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, which is a little bit of just that tug of war energy, not seeing eye to eye. And it can be with people in your life. Again, it could be family members. It can be colleagues, but a bigger energy coming out for me is you. But either way, look at what sits between the Hanged Man and the Death card. The Death card comes after the Hanged Man, right? Card 12, card 13. It is this noise. It's this noise that you just want to... All right? So rise above it. Rise above it. 5 of Wands. What comes after the 5 of Wands? 6 of Wands. Move with that energy. Death. You're about to go through some big transformation. You're going through big changes as indicated here. This is your bit. Okay. So can I just tell you, I've not seen, oh my goodness. I've not seen a spread like this. I mean, you got the Death card, the Tower, and the Devil, but then you got the Star, Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and there is growth here. So not only with the Ace of Pentacles leading to, I'm going to point something out. You see the little bunny rabbit here representing that fertility, that growth, even a lot of references here to the Magician, right? You see the roses up here, even her outfit, the red and white. Anyway, really big energy. Remember, I pointed out the Magician's baton here. So there's this healing rebirth energy with the Star, but even with the death and rebirth, there's this new you coming out. This is big. This is going to be a big week. Gemini, this is going to be a big week. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Gemini, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Really tell me what's going on. You know, I'm in Gemini rising. You know, my Jupiter's in Gemini too. I got a lot of Gemini energy. Jupiter and Gemini in my second house, by the way. Anyway, so yeah. Am I going to feel this week? Yes. I'll let you know what my tower moment is. Like, whoa. But you see, it's leading to something great. You just got to get rid of that energy, the thing that you know that is holding you back. And then prosperous, big change, big transformation, leading into this next big, wonderful chapter in your life. Gemini, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like, all right. So next week, by the way, we will jump into the aspects of next week. We'll go straight into that. Gemini, I'm here for you. We're in this together. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.